Hey, how's it going, guys? This video's a little bit different. I wanted to explain, what happened to me on Saturday. Um, and I felt like this would be the perfect time to do it. And plus, it's a Monday video, so there you go. Let's see. Saturday. Oh, yeah. So, on Saturday, because I have a full-time job, but Saturday I had off. So I used that to upgrade my PC. During this video, I'm gonna show pictures of what I had to go through. So first things first, got up at about 8:30. Watched a little bit of TV, then looked up where the nearest Micro Center was and saw what time they open, and I went there, started heading there at 9:50. I got there at 10, and I was just like, all right, cool. First custom PC build. Awesome. This is going to be great. So I try and find which area to go to for the PC builds, and obviously it's in the back. So, God, why is my head so itchy? You know what? Fuck it. Beanie time. There we go. That's better. Anyways, so I went to the back to get the parts that I needed, because also, I had also unplugged my computer and brought it with me to show, or ask, what do I need? How do I upgrade this? So, I had an okay budget. Actually, no, I had a great budget. Everything I got was actually a little bit over, but that's okay. It's worth it. He gave me a new CPU, new motherboard, more RAM, and more memory. So I now have a terabyte of space in my PC. So, with that being said, bought all that, came home, took my entire setup apart, the setup I have now. Oh, I'll show you a picture of it, but it's right here. The setup I have now is obviously my Stream Deck, my two monitors. One of them's an actual monitor, the other's a TV. My speakers, my keyboard, mouse, headphones, and all that. Basically, took all of that off of the desk and made room for my PC. So, here comes the fun part. I took apart my PC, had no idea what the fuck I was doing. So, obviously I looked up tutorials on what I needed to do, because this is my first custom PC build. It's not fully custom. Like, I still have my fucking case. I still have the case from my PC. I still have everything else that's inside, like the graphics card, some of the fans, and yeah. So I took all that apart. It was very difficult. I had no idea what I was doing. Luckily, I had YouTube on my side, so I was looking up tutorials on how to take it all apart. So then I do take it all apart. It was kind of scary, because I'd never done anything like it before. So did all that, laid it all out, and was like, all right, everything's out of the box. What's next? I got my new motherboard, got it out of the wrapping, and was like, this is really cool. This is really cool to do. So I then laid the PC out flat, put the motherboard in, and screwed all that in. One of the screws is missing still. It's in the bottom left corner of my motherboard, but that's okay. Then once that's screwed in, I need to put the CPU in. So I take the CPU out of its box, out of its wrapping, and usually in the motherboard there's supposed to be a little hatch for the CPU. It is a hatch, but it's more of a catch hatch, to where like you put the CPU in, then you close the thing and it catches it. Like it doesn't go over it. It like locks it in place. So yeah, I did that. Then as I'm watching the videos, like, apply thermal paste. I'm like, thermal paste? What the hell is thermal paste? I look at the instructions. I need thermal paste. I look in my bag. There's no thermal paste. So I had to go back to Micro Center. That was after 2 hours. No. 1.5 hours, an hour and a half of taking apart my PC, putting the motherboard in, and realizing I don't have thermal paste. So I had to go back to Micro Center, get thermal paste, come back here, and it was really nerve-wracking putting on thermal paste because like I said, I'd never done this before. So I did that. I then put the CPU fan on the CPU and attached the latches. Did that, put everything back in place, the graphics card, the fans, hooked everything back up, and then realized that the little backing for where all the cables are supposed to connect is not there. Or it's the wrong one. So then I had to take it all apart again, push out the backing, put it all back in, screw it all back in, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's still no backing. I look in the motherboard box. There's a fucking backing right there when all of this is in the computer. And I realized, oh, I fucked up. Damn. So I had to take it all back apart again and put that backing in, then put it all back together, plug everything in. That took a while to figure out what plug needs to go in what prong. But yeah, got all that. Then I'm like, all right, it's ready. Let's go. So I hook up the monitor, hook it up, power the PC on for the first time. Nothing. Force reset it. Nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck am I missing? And me, being the dumbass, not knowing what I needed to do, go back to Micro Center with the PC built and say, hey, I had just built all this myself. I was here this morning, and I just bought parts. Is this guy here, the guy who first helped me get all this stuff? He's like, yeah, he's right here. And he did all this for me, and I thank him a lot. He's a really nice person. I'm not going to say his name, but he's like, oh, you just missed this cord. I missed the cord that's supposed to go in the fucking graphics card. I'm a fucking idiot. So he gets that already. Video comes up. I'm like, thank you so much. I feel like such a fucking dumbass. And he's like, well, since you dragged yourself all the way here and did a really nice job at building this, I'm going to download Windows 10 for you. I'm like, I have to re-download Windows 10? It's like, yeah, because you just put in a new motherboard, you just put in a new CPU. Most of the parts are brand new. And it's not going to recognize. So you got to re-download Windows 10. I'm like, thank you so much. And he's like, no, I'm bored, so I need something to do. So then he does that. That takes about 2 hours. There were a lot of complications. Then he bought me a new fan, a new RGB lit fan for my computer, which I didn't even ask for. He's just like, I'll do this for you. I'm like, you don't have... He didn't even tell me he was doing it. He just did it out of the kindness of his heart. So he did that. That's the RGB light back there. And there's also a fan on the top that blows up. So I got 2 fans going towards the CPU. The RGB lit fan is blowing out. The CPU fan is blowing through, and the top fan is blowing up. I know that makes no sense. Anyways, gets all that done. I come back, have to do all this updating stuff, and here we are. And this is what my computer looks like now. Can I get that? Yep, there it is. And it's fucking gorgeous. I love this baby. Anyways, this is just a weird rant about my hectic day of all of Saturday. So that was all from 10 a.m. to about 8 p.m. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching this rant/vlog, and I'll see y'all next time. This is Sparky, signing off. Peace!